Hello and welcome. My name is Melina and today I will be doing a 30-minute beginner's yoga class. So starting off in a seated position, crossing your legs, Sukhasana, and you may like to have either a pillow or a block that you can sit under, placing your bottom on the block and then your knees will slightly go down towards the floor. Otherwise, just staying where you are and closing down your eyes. Starting to relax your shoulders, relaxing your jaw, your tongue, and just listening to the sounds that are around you. Now coming back to your breath, feeling the beautiful flow through your nose, your nostrils, past your chest and deep into your belly. And then as you exhale through your nose, feeling the air, your pranayama, flowing all the way back out. Starting to bring your mind to the present moment, to the here and the now. Allowing yourself to be open-minded for new horizons. And allowing yourself to be accepting of things that are always changing around us and inside of us. The world is ever changing, geographically, socially, and as humans we're also changing all the time, growing and developing, whether it be physically or mentally, emotionally. Now just starting to have awareness of what is going on in your mind. Just observing with mindfulness, with no judgment, being kind and aware. So just coming back to observing the thoughts that are in your mind, just projecting them in front of you, or imagining that you're third person and you're watching your thoughts and yourself from a higher perspective, bird's eye view. And just take notice of these thoughts, no attachment to these thoughts. And sitting here and trying to accept that we do have a monkey mind. Our mind likes to wander, our mind likes to think about all different types of things and keep occupied. But knowing that your body does need the rest. Then just allowing yourself to go from sound to sound, whether it be my voice, the music, or anything else that's in your surrounding. Trying not to be attached or judge that sound, just knowing that it's there. Then when you're ready, starting to release your hands by your side. And then we're going to inhale our hands into the sky. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Starting off with an Om. Feel free to listen, or you can also join. Just before our Om, we're going to take a few breaths just to release ourselves and any tension. So inhaling through our nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhaling through your nose and exhale through your mouth. One more time, inhaling through your nose and exhaling. Then inhaling for Om. Just sitting there with that universal vibration, seeing how that made you feel. Then you can either keep your eyes shut or you can decide to open your eyes, placing your hands by your side. Keeping your left hand on the ground, we'll inhale our right hand just to stretch. Remembering to follow your breath, your nasal breathing. Then on your next inhale, switching to the other side, placing your right hand on the ground, left hand into the sky. And then we're going to come into a little flow, so inhaling to switch your side. Exhale, then inhale to switch sides. Exhale and inhale. One more time. Exhaling and inhale. Exhale, then coming back to center. We're going to inhale our hands into the sky. Then to our heart center, exhale. Inhale to interlace your fingers, then exhale to stretch your hands out in front of you, doming through your shoulders. Then we're going to inhale to shine your palms, keeping your hands where they are, or your arms where they are. Then on your next inhale, bringing your hands towards the sky, stretching, then exhaling to release as you start to interlace your fingers behind your back and stretch your shoulders back. Releasing our hands, inhaling into the sky, And exhale, hands to heart center. Just stopping for a moment here and feeling your heartbeat. Tuning into your heart center, showing yourself love. And setting an intention for this practice, whether it be ahimsa, non-violence, knowing your limits, being kind to yourself, or like I said before, showing yourself love and compassion. Then again, we're going to interlace our fingers on the inhale and exhale to stretch your arms forward. And inhale to shine your palms towards the front, flipping your hands. Then hold here. Inhale, hands go into the sky. And exhale to release as we start to interlace our hands behind our back. Stretching. And exhale. Hands to the ground, or you can keep them in your heart center as we're going to do a little breathing technique with the movement of our head and the flow of our breath. So we're going to inhale our head to the left hand side, then exhale to center. Inhale, looking to the right hand side. And exhaling to center. And inhale to look up. And exhale back into center. And inhale to look down. And exhale back into center. One more time, inhaling to look to the left. Back into center. Inhaling to the right, back into center, inhale to look up, then exhale to center, inhale to look down, and exhale back into center, releasing your hands and moving the block or the pillow if you had one. Then coming into a tabletop position. So we're going to stack our shoulders over our wrists and our hips over our knees. We're going to have a flat back. Coming into our cat and cow, so we're going to inhale to curve our spine towards the ground. Our drishti, our gaze, goes forward. Into cow. Then exhaling as you round your spine towards the sky, your drishti, your gaze goes towards your knees, doming through your shoulders into cat. Then inhale to cow, curving your spine towards the ground. And exhale into cat. Inhale. Into cow, and exhale into cat. Then either finding a flow with your own breath in cat and cow or moving your body intuitively. So that means just feeling what's right for your body, moving it around in any way you please. Maybe coming back, rolling up, or just swaying your hips from side to side. Then when you feel like you've done enough, coming back into a tabletop position. From tabletop, we're going to come into child pose balasana. So spreading your knees out wide, having your toes together, and your bottom goes towards your heels. Your forehead can rest on the ground, and your hands out in front of you. Just starting to feel the subtle stretch in your shoulders. Starting to relax your bottom towards your heels, relaxing your body. from here we're going to take our right hand and just put it towards the left hand side, so your shoulders on the ground, and your drishti can go towards the side as well, so your gaze. And always remember to come back to your breath. Then on your next inhale, coming back into center as we switch to the other side. So our left hand will go towards the right hand side, and shoulder on the ground. And then on your next inhale, bringing your hand back to center. And we're going to come through a little flow. So from child's pose, we're going to start to lean our body into a tabletop position. You may like to tuck your toes and bring your hips in a little bit as we start to come into a plank position with our knees on the ground. Then you'll exhale, coming all the way to the ground, tucking our elbows towards your ribs. Then inhaling for baby cobra. Then exhale, pushing your body all the way back into child's pose. Once again, from child's pose, starting to lean forward. Inhale, starting to use our breath now, and exhale to lower. Inhale for baby cobra, lifting your hands off the ground and chest slightly off the ground. Then exhale back into child's pose. Once again, inhaling and exhale to lower. Following your own breath, inhaling to baby cobra and exhale into child's pose. From here, we're just going to stretch our arms to the right hand side, so reaching your arms to the right to feel a side stretch in your body. Then switching sides, so moving your hands to the left hand side. And then we'll move our hands back into the middle. Inhale, tabletop position. Then we're going to tuck our toes and send our hips back into our first downward facing dog, using our victorious breath to find some strength in this pose. So just pedaling out your legs, your ankles may touch the ground as you pedal your feet, bend your knees. Then when you're ready, finding some stillness in your downward facing dog. From here, spreading your fingers out wide. And then your arms are straight towards your shoulders. Then you start to bring your gaze towards your knees or your navel. And slightly tuck your chest towards your thighs, but not too much, just slightly. Then you'll hug your elbows towards the mid-center, or start to roll your elbows out just a little bit, staying strong in your arms. And you can also start to activate your core if you would like more strength. So it's kind of like tucking in your navel slightly and really activating your core. As you breathe through your nose, your belly should come in, your core should activate. Breathing out, still keeping your core strong, but your belly will start to go out a little bit. Then we're going to look forward and tippy-toeing our hands all the way into our forward facing fold. So you can keep your hands on the ground. Have quite a bit of a bend in your knees so your chest and your belly can touch your thighs. So you can just relax your body. And you can sway from side to side if that feels right. Then finding stillness in our forward facing fold. Then slowly we're going to start to inhale, rolling our body up. And coming into our pose, Tadasana, mountain pose. So with mountain pose, you will come to the top of your mat. I'm just going to stand in the middle. You can have your big toes together, then a slight gap with your heels. You're going to tuck your navel in, so activating your core, so it supports your lower back as well. Then you're going to interlace your fingers behind your back, stretch your shoulders back, and leave your hands by your side. This is a traditional mountain pose. We're going to come through sun salutation, A and B, and step backs. So inhaling, our hands to the sky, and exhale to fold forward. Inhale to step your right foot back into a lunge. Then exhale your left foot back into a downward facing dog. Inhale to roll forward into plank. Then exhale, lower your knees, chest, chin, keeping your elbows tucked towards your ribs, all the way to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra, or you might like to go to upward cobra. And then exhale back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, stepping your right foot forward. And then you're going to lower your back leg, inhaling your hands into the sky. Then exhale, releasing your hands to the ground, lifting your back leg off the ground and into a forward fold, stepping your leg through. Then inhaling our hands into the sky for extended mountain pose. Then exhale, Tadasana. Once again, inhaling. And exhale to fold forward. Inhale, stepping your left foot back. Then stepping our right foot back into downward facing dog. Inhale to roll forward. Then lowering knees, chest, chin to the ground. Then inhale either for baby cobra or cobra, extending your arms and shining your chest if you come into cobra. Your gaze is still forward, your head is straight. Then we're going to come back into our downward facing dog. Inhale to step your left foot forward into a lunge. Then lower your right leg all the way down, inhaling our hands gracefully into the sky. Then exhale, releasing your hands back to the ground, stepping your right foot up and back into forward fold. Inhaling, extended mountain pose. And exhale for Tadasana. Now coming into our sun salutation A, inhaling, our hands into the sky, and exhale to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, so bringing your hands to your shins and straight back. Then exhale to place your hands onto the ground, stepping back into plank. And you can either lower without putting your knees onto the ground, so keeping your body strong, or you can place your knees onto the ground and lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, and exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward as you step your feet all the way to the front into a halfway lift. Then exhale to release. Then from here, we're going to bring our bottom all the way to the ground, starting to release our feet out in front of us and lying down. For this practice, we aren't going to go through our sun salutation B, but that'll be fine. We'll just start to lie down. Then from here, you're going to inhale your right leg, so you're going to bend your right leg, and then you're going to leave your right leg to go towards the left-hand side for a twist, and then you gaze towards the opposite side of where your leg is leaning, and your hands are out by your side, your shoulders are flat onto the ground, and just holding here. Then when you're ready, coming back into center, releasing your right leg to the ground. Inhale to bend your left leg and lean your left leg towards the right hand side. Your gaze goes towards the left hand side and your shoulders are flat on the ground and your hands are out on the ground as well. When you're ready, starting to release your legs, so placing your legs onto the ground, having your hands, palms facing towards the roof, flat onto the ground, and starting to breathe and relax. Shutting down your eyes. And just tuning into yourself and your body. Really relaxing all of the limbs in your body. So starting to relax your toes. Relaxing your feet. Relaxing your legs, so your calves, your shins, and your thighs. Relaxing your pelvic area. And your stomach, chest. Relax your shoulders and your arms. Your fingers and your palms. Relaxing your shoulders, your chest, your eyes, your forehead, your jaw and your mouth. Allowing yourself to surrender into the ground, knowing that the earth is here to support you. Allowing your body to melt away. When you're ready, slowly bringing your awareness back into the room by starting to wriggle your fingers, wriggling your toes, rolling your wrists and your ankles. You can stretch your arms above your head if that feels right. And when you're ready, you can either decide to stay here for longer if you want to, or I myself will end the practice. So if you'd like to end it with me, you can bend your knees as you roll over to one side, supporting yourself up with your hands and coming into a seated position. Keeping your eyes shut, hands to heart center, thanking yourself for wanting to participate in a practice today, and especially online and virtually. It can be quite different practicing at home by yourself. Then energetically thanking each other for holding space and bowing Namaste. The light within me acknowledges the light within you. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me online, and I hope you have a fantastic day, evening, or afternoon. Namaste.